All right. Let's get this started.
Hackathon.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bueno, aquí en Colombia, Bogotá, hice muchas conexiones con muchos amigos nuevos.
Esto fue fabuloso, de las mejores experiencias de mi vida.
Estaba haciendo muchos amigos.
ETHBogotá.
Bienvenido a Bogotá.
There are so many good sponsors with excellent bounties.
Construyamos Ethereum en Latinoamérica.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Kartik. I'm one of the co-founders of ETH Global, and I'm super excited to welcome to all of you to ETHBogotá Finale. Woo! To sum it all up, we had 1,400 attendees this entire weekend. 900 of you were hackers, all the other amazing partners, mentors, speakers, and so many more visitors and guests from 62 different countries, all here over the past 48 to 72 hours. And 34% of everybody that was here was new to Web3. And not only that, 31% of the people here were from Latin America. To top it all off, we had 212 projects that came out of this morning. And that makes this officially the biggest hackathon in Latin America. Not only that, today we crossed 5,000 projects from ETH Global Hackathons with the end of ETHBogotá. So let's get started. Before we go into what the next 1.5 hours is going to be about, I want to take a second to thank all the amazing judges that were here for the entire morning, talking to all of you, giving you all feedback, and learning about what everybody did and sharing the excitement. I want to give a quick shout out to Forrest, Stephen, Liam, Pooja, Jeff, Stani, Gabriel, Devin, Evan, Gaspard, Linda, Hytham, Yondan, Paris, James, Evan, Sean, Chris, Colin, Dennison, Lane, James, Rahul, and Mikhail. They were amazing. They stayed for more than the time we asked them for, and they were very gracious about it. And not only that, I want to give a massive shout out to 43 of our incredible partners who are here, and they're going to be giving away a lot of prizes. So let's give them a big round of applause. Aztec, IPFS, Filecoin, Optimism, Polygon, Scroll, Ssv Networks, Wallet Connect, Web3 Auth, WorldCoin, AP1, Boba, Cartesi, Coinbase Cloud, ChainSafe, CowSwap, ENS, Ethereum Foundation, EY, Hyperlane, Clayton, LivePeer, Metamask, Mina, Pocket Network, Push Protocol, Streamer, Superfluid, The Graph, UMA, Autonomy, Ceramic, Chainlink, D-Gate, Gnosis Chain, Lens Protocol, Moonbeam, Biconomy, Open Zeppelin, QuickNode, Ripio, Sysmo, Uniswap Foundation, and XMTP. They're giving away a lot of prizes, and we're going to be talking about all of that right after some demos. So just to remind everybody, on the live stream and again in this audience, this is not a conference. This is a hackathon, and we care about showing things and not telling them. We're going to focus on what people built. We're going to do live demos. We're going to be proud of everything we achieved and almost got close to this weekend. And this starts all off with what we call our finalists. So we had 212 submissions. We had all these teams go up, line up on the 5th floor, sometimes complain about the long lineup, but then eventually go into a room and demo to some of our amazing judges. And they talked about what they built. They talked about what they wanted to do. They talked about how close they got. And from that whole process, we selected 12 finalists. So we're going to bring these 12 teams on. They're going to demo one by one what they did, and they'll show you what they were able to achieve this weekend. And then we're going to talk about prizes. So without further ado, let's congratulate all 12 of our finalists. We have Friends, Blobscan Explorer, BetStreams, Eternal Reviews, Pulp, Superseed, Kuwaiti Network, Zipline, Anonymous Victory Auctions on Chain, Discrete, Club Space, and TXN.xyz. These 12 teams are going to come on in this order, and they're going to demo their projects. But before we go into the first demo, I want to take a second and thank all of these 200 teams that did an amazing amount of work and demoed what they built. I'll move out of the way so you can get some amazing screenshots. All these teams did amazing work this weekend. Just because you were not one of the finalists does not mean you were not good enough. Our goal is to just highlight some of the things that our judges are excited about and things we think are important for us to pay attention in this ecosystem. And all of you should be very proud of everything you were able to achieve. All of you should be extremely proud of submitting a project and demoing it and having the confidence to talk about and having more aspirations to do more to it after this weekend. So anybody who demoed this project will be getting a POAP just for demoing their project. So we'll follow up with that to all of you soon. But let's get to our finalists. Right after my clicker works. We got more. In case somebody didn't get a chance to take their photo. There you go. Let's use our third slide. All right, all these projects are now available on ethglobal.com/showcase. You'll be able to see the whole list of 212 projects that came out of this weekend. That includes anywhere from demos to screenshots to source code to live URLs that you can play with. So many of them are on mainnet, and it gets more and more impressive every time. And I have to spend more and more time fighting the judges to tell me one project that they really like because it's getting harder. So enough talking. Let's go into some demos. So I want to bring on our first demo of the day, and that is Team Friends. Please welcome Team Friends on stage.
Okay. Good afternoon. We're Team Friends. And Friends stands for Friendly, Riskless Ethereum Non-Custodial Staking, but better known as Staking with Friends. And since we're in Colombia, we opted for Staking con Amigos. Yeah. So why Friends? So today, staking on Ethereum is still hard. You need a lot of technical knowledge. It's expensive. You risk getting slashed. And because staking on a centralized pool is so easy, you get a strong centralization risk. We at Friends think that staking should be fun, fault-tolerant, social, and rewarding. And that's why we built a staking pool factory. So this is a high-level overview of what we built. We have an operator friend who invites his friends to join the staking pool he creates with our website. And that way, we allow everybody to set up validators, and we reduce the risk by using SSV technology to have more fault-tolerant validators. So we pre-recorded the demo because there's lots of on-chain transactions, but you'll see at the end that you can test it out yourself. So, Stefan?
All right, so I will be showing the demo. So it starts off with the creator of the pool, so the friend operator. So he starts by connecting to his wallet, obviously, and he's going to create the first pool. So he's going to do this with a factory contract. So this is what's happening now. So he's just doing one transaction to actually mint that. Now he receives a specific link that he can use to invite his friends. He can also deposit himself, by the way, with this link. And this is the view for his friends. So all the friends, they can pitch in any amount of ETH. So here's the deposit. And on top, you see like all the ENS information of the pool owner itself. So to get more trust in the system. So you see that it's all happening here on chain. So this is the contract with one of the deposits going on. So when you have deposited, you can view the pool status. So you see now 5 ETH deposited. And it automatically mints an NFT with generative SVG, which is your stake, so the representation of your stake. When the pool is full, the Ssv validation starts, so the operator needs to create withdrawal keys, or staking keys for Ethereum, and then he can deposit, using the deposit data that he created, the 32 ETH that they assembled into the beacon chain. So that's what's happening right now. So this is all non-custodial because it's to the he needs to select 3 other people from the Ssv network that will participate in validating. And since all these validators are paid in Ssv tokens, he also needs to give an allowance on Ssv tokens to pay these 4 parties that will be running the validator. So that's what's happening right now. The only thing that's left now is to register the Ssv validator itself to kick it off. So therefore, we go to the Ssv website, and there we import the validation key itself. So we skip that part here. And then you can see on the beacon chain, the deposit is done, it's pending here, and it will automatically start. Now, the NFTs that are created, it's very special because you can start trading them on any NFT platform. So you see that all these NFTs, they have specific traits. So they have like a claimable amount, which are the rewards, and the initial deposits. So you can actually use that as collateral for other DeFi projects. So this is our project, Staking Con Amigas, or Staking with Friends.
Okay, so a few final words. So Friends' vision on staking. So why did we make this? It's because we believe that it's important to create more small staking pools that are run by home stakers. So that will lead to more decentralization and will help Ethereum's security overall. So I invite you to try it out. We made it available online on friends.fun, and follow us on Twitter.
Awesome. Our first demo on Ssv. This is already looking exciting with the merge finally going in. So next up, we have Blobscan. So please give Blobscan a big round of applause.
Okay, now. Hello, everyone. We are the Blobscan team. We have been building on top of the EIP 4844, which is a new upgrade to the Ethereum ecosystem that is going to allow to put arbitrary data on the beacon chain that is temporary. So it is specifically useful for the rollups, and there was no explorer for it. And we built one in this weekend. So basically, we are not sharing the screen. I'm not sure. Now, okay. So basically, it's a block explorer. You can see the different blocks that have been minted. Oops. Each block has their transactions. And the new thing is that each transaction can have up to 2 blobs. A blob is a set of data that you can check with this explorer. So you can see here which is the data that is included, and UTF version of that data. In that case, blob data key who. And you can also use the search engine in order to look for block hashes, block height, transaction hash, blob hash, or blob commitment. In that case, we can look for a specific block. Which has 1 transaction, 1 blob. And then we see here that it has a lot of data that has a interesting thing around here. You can have, this is in the beacon chain, stored in the beacon chain of a DevNet. And you can have even an image. Gabi?
Okay, hi. Yeah, to continue with the presentation, I'd like to, to continue with the presentation, I'd like to talk about where the idea came from. This is from the breakout call of the 4844 AIP, where Proto, one of the creators of the proposal, suggests that a possible tooling for this was an indexer and was missing. And we want to take the chance to thank Proto for the support the last 36 hours to reach a useful demo. And to give a quick overview of the technical aspect of the this project, here we have the indexer that we are using to fetch information from both consensus layer and execution layer. And we are talking with the execution layer using the JSON RPC and a custom ethers providers that make sure that we are fetching finalized blocks. And then we are fetching the Beacon API to get the Beacon block and making sure that both are the Beacon block has the block hash of the execution layer, and that's when we are sure that we can include these blob transactions, and we are able to also query the Beacon API for this sidecar. That is where the blobs data is living. And then we are getting all that information and store it in a MongoDB and showing in the website. And as a quick note, I wanted to highlight this in red because both the blob transaction and the sidecar are the two aspects that are from the new in the 4844 proposal. And yeah, that's it. Thank you, everyone.
Amazing. All right, next demo is BetStreams. Please give BetStreams a big round of applause.
Hi guys, we're waiting for my teammates.
Hello.
We're live.
Hey, ETHBogotá. I hope you are doing excellent. My name is Marcin, and with me I have Julia, Pavel, Daniel. We are ETH Warsaw organizers from Poland, but we also have...
Hi, Jess, I'm Lance.
Yes.
We are BetStreams.
Yeah, so we are BetStreams, Web3 native pay-per-view live stream plus betting platform. So the problem we want to tackle is that the global live stream betting is based on an inefficient and non-transparent Web2 infrastructure. So everything is behind, thank you, is behind the closed curtain, right? So you can see some numbers over here. $80 billion is the market globally. In the US, you can see by 2030 it's going to grow 10% just to justify the market is there. Why we build it right now? So we've got Web3 tools that enable creating a total end-to-end Web3 experience for the viewers. Finally, you don't have to worry about the fairness of price distribution. And most important, people love watching something live together, especially in this distributed world, and also getting engaged with what's presented on the live stream. So therefore, we created BetStreams, which uses live peer for the live stream, Superfluid for the pay-per-view, so you only pay when you watch, and Yuma for the betting before and during the live stream. On the platform, you can bet results of sport games. World Cup is coming, maybe we will be ready for that. TV series, so like when Joffrey is going to die in Game of Thrones or what's going to happen on Love Island. Last but not least, even put your money on the project that will win on the ETHBogotá hackathon. So hello to all the people that watch it at ethglobal.tv. This can be Web3 experience in a year or so, right? So right now I would like to present you the architecture.
Yeah, so basically when a user wants to start streaming, first they have to pay. They then they can play, and live peer should be checking if the stream is being flow. Is the stream flowing? And then we send a notification to the creator of the stream to notify them of a new watcher, like viewer.
Yeah, so we deployed the Bogotex token on Optimus mainnet. Who would care about testnet, right? And it's used for the superfluid paying and also about the UMA.
Yeah, so we have our own token, Bogotix. And when you think about Web3 TV, you can think about it as you have an opportunity to tokenize the experience. So we're thinking about Yuma with a long, short pool where people can look at a live stream and long, let's say you're looking at a sporting event, you can long one team, short another team. So just making a game out of the experience.
Yeah, and on the stream, there is a chat from streamer in the future. And right now, we would like to go to the demo.
So none of us are front-end engineers, just a disclaimer. But we do have functionality, and we think that back-end is where we're strong.
Okay, so let's start with connecting our wallet. We have multiple choices, and Web3 Auth is actually a good choice to onboard Web2 people to Web3. But let's connect to Metamask.
We are Web3 people, right?
Okay, so as you can see, we can see our token balance. It's a lot. And we have a live stream. And right now we are live streaming from the OBS. And yeah, so right now we are live streaming and we are pay-per-viewing this live stream. And as you can see on the Superfluid dashboard, our Bogotex balance is going down.
Yes, and we configured live peer to send an event to our webhook system, and I am the webhook system, so I got the event from live peer, and now I am sending a notification to our application that we, as you can see it, that we are live, and you can see it.
Yeah, so that's what we've got. So we want to present like end-to-end Web3 based platform for streaming. And imagine like per view, right now you have to pay upfront for everything you watch. Over here, you can just pay as you go. So once you're not interested anymore, you just stop and it doesn't go anymore. So basically that's what we presented. And we want to say like we had tons of fun during the hackathon. Like we are 4 from Poland. We also got to dance over here. And that was a hell of an experience over here. And we wish that in a year, the next like hackathon like this is going to be streamed on Bedstream. Thank you. Yeah.
Woo! Amazing. Well, if I have more time, I will put this on ETHBogotá.tv. All right, next up is Eternal Reviews.
Yes.
Please welcome Eternal Reviews on stage.
Thank you. Hey guys, thank you very much for coming. My name is Vicky, and before I start with our live demo, I have one question to you. No need to answer at all, just think for yourself. How have you found the hotel in Bogota? I bet you checked some reviews. And that's exactly what I did, because I don't want to pay for a hotel that is not worth it, and I don't want to lose my money at all. And that's exactly what we built. We built a simple review platform, as you can see in here, where user will log in with his Ethereum address and can evaluate pretty any project that runs on Ethereum system. And what's the point of this all? The point is that we will check the address that user has logged in with, and we will check if it interacted with any contract he wants to evaluate. If no, no chance. If yes, then you can write a review. And this is a thing that will make the reviews from true users. So just the user can evaluate the project. That's pretty much it. So I will show you what we have so far. And one important thing, this is live. So you can go and write your review. So far we have just one project. It's ENS. And we chose ENS because they have really great API and simple RPC calls, which is really easy to implement. So if you want to check it out, so just click to open the project, and there are some reviews in the database that has been done before. And as you can see, I can't write a review because I'm not logged in. So I will just connect my wallet. And after connecting, there is another message. I can't create a review because I don't have any ENS name connected to that address right now. So there is no chance to write a review. And this is how it looks like when you are able to write a review. So you interacted with the protocol, so you can write a review. So just score it between 0 to 5 and write a text review. And yes, that's exactly how it works. And because I have 3 more minutes, so I will tell you some next steps. Of course, the step number 1 is to add more projects. We've been thinking about some projects like Uniswap or Cowswap, where we will check if the user interacted with their protocols, and if yes, how often and what time period. So we don't want to have reviews from users that interacted like 100 times in next or last 2 days. We won't have, for example, 6-month period and 15 transactions. I think that's much pretty real user. The second step we would like to do is implement better login, maybe with Polygon ID, where we will create their claims. Yes, as I heard, Polygon ID? So we shall go for that, perfect. Where we will create some claims that will tell us if the user interacted with the protocol or not, and then we won't see his address, which is pretty cool. And the last thing we would like to implement is minting to the blockchain. We would like to run it, for example, on Optimism. Anyone? And store the text review on some system. I will try maybe IPFS. So we won't consume that much bytes. And we will mint it to the user address for one simple reason. Because when you have a review platform, the biggest issue there is that you can hide some reviews from centralized database like we have right now. So if we mint it to the user address he has logged in with, so we will just check all the NFTs we have minted and simply show it on the front end. So there won't be anything like deleting messages or, you know, hiding something that is not good for us. So thank you guys for your attention.
Thank you.
And enjoy the rest of the week. And I would like to say hi to my teammate that does not feel really good now. I hope you are getting better, Shimon. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you. Next up, we have Pulp. So please welcome Team Pulp on stage.
Hi everyone, welcome to our presentation, Pulp, Private Uncollateralized Lending Protocol. We created a peer-to-peer lending protocol with the purpose of serving underrepresented groups. We want to use self-sovereign identity as a reputation score, and it looks like, like this. For example, any trustworthy issuer will verify that the borrower has a reached reputation score of, for example, 70, and this information will be shared with the lender. Other information like the area code, name, etc. will not be shared. The metrics of the reputation score is like this. For example, if you're a contributor to Bankless DAO, this will add value to your reputation score. If you're a community member like Shifi or Kernel, etc., as well as educational institution, all this metric will serve as a high reputation score.
So we have 2 separate user flows that we're going to show. The first one is showing the borrower's flow, and the second one will be from the lender's perspective. The main difference between the borrowers and the lenders is that the lenders will actually have to put in requests of what they would like to see from the borrower's end, and then the borrowers will have to verify that they meet those set of requirements.
So let's get a little bit into the technicalities of the front end and the back end. The blockchain part, it is built with Next.js, and we are going to make it library, while the blockchain part is made with Foundry. This is basically an interface that lets the borrowers find some debt to take from the lenders and match them. So there are some kind of requirements We have spoken about them also before. Like one of the easiest one is the age. Someone must be 18 years old, probably, to get some debt. So, but there are many others that we can prove via zero-knowledge proofs, like participation to the DAO, or to some educational institution, or to some public good. So that's just a simple filter. We choose how much do we want to take as a borrow. Could be 5,000. And we choose which claim we want to prove. So, for example, we want to prove that we are 18 years old, and we want to prove that we participate in a DAO. That could be Shi-Fi, kernel, or bankless, everything. So how does it work? Being based in zero-knowledge proof, there is an issuer of those identities that it must be trusted party, and will issue those claims via QR code. Those claims will be scanned into the Polygon ID app that stores all the identity and self-sovereign identity of the user. Once the user scans it, it can generate the zero-knowledge proof that will be then signed by the wallet and will be fed to an on-chain contract that will take care to prove the validity of the zero-knowledge proof, and that it has been released by a specified identifier. That means a specified institution, trustable institution, that is trusted by the lender itself. So it will send this transaction however it wants with Metamask, Coinbase Wallet, Wallet Connect, any of them. Just scan the QR code and send the transaction. And then continue. And if he has the requirements to get the borrow, in automatic, he gets the money. And that's it. That's it.
So with the little time we have, I'm just going to quickly go through what it would look like from a lender's perspective in a prototype stage. So like I mentioned, the main difference is that they will have to set their own requirements. First, they'll put in the lending amount that they are comfortable lending, as well as the interest rate. And then they will add at least 2 of these requirements from what they would like the borrowers to have. So we've added age and DAO contributor. And finally, same as from the borrower's perspective, they just save these changes to their Ethereum wallet. Okay. Whoop. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Next up, we have Team Superseed. Please welcome Team Superseed on stage.
Hi, everybody. So we're Team Superseed. My name is Jess.
My name is Naima. I'm Azteca. Anna. Alessia.
And we're really excited to share with you what we built today. Before we get started, this is a wealth building app, but we want you to know that our ethos is that wealth is about a lot more than just lining your pockets. So we've built something that helps you get higher interest rates on things you wouldn't normally get interest on. And there's also a giving element. We believe that true wealth is also contributing back to your community. So how does this work?
Hey everyone, my name is Anna, and I'm going to show you how we're going to grow your DeFi wealth and fund public goods. So who did we build this for? Really, we build this for anyone who wants to take advantage of the upside of crypto and also who believes that true wealth is meant to be shared. So what is it? Superseed is a simple, automated, dollar-cost averaging dApp paired with a community impact to supercharge your DeFi investment strategy. We put your capital to work by streaming your money continuously into a dollar-cost averaging asset like Ethereum or Bitcoin, and the rest of the capital that normally would be sitting there collecting dust or losing value due to inflation, we take it and we automatically invest it in a yield-generating protocol, and then you can take that yield and delegate it to public goods. And so when someone logs in, they choose how much capital they want to commit. Say you want to commit $1,000. And so you would set it up to stream $100 per week. And then the rest of the $900 would be invested in a yield generating protocol. And then once you receive your profits, it auto contributes to public goods funds. And then you can even do more by sharing your entire profit. of the rewards. Now we're going to go into how it works.
Hi, I'm Naima. So we really wanted to create a friendly user interface and allow anyone to get onboarded onto the platform. And so if you go to the next slide, we wanted it to be accessible. So the minimum amount to deposit would be $10, and you could deposit a minimum over 1 month, and you can dollar cost average, and our minimum donation is 2%, which we allow you to basically select which fund you would like to donate to. So there's Retro Public Goods, Gitcoin Grants, and community voted funds. And then we implemented this growth summary so that you could see a total of like all the interest that you've earned, and then even view like the funds that you've raised for your public goods. And I'll hand it off to Alicia.
Yes, so we have 3 components, that is invest, grow, and give. So for the investing aspect, that is where we do dollar cost averaging, and we utilize swapping with 1inch as well as Superfluid for money streams. The advantage of using Superfluid is the fact that when the user allocates monies for dollar cost averaging, they don't lock it up, so they can decide to withdraw that asset anytime. But the thing that is good for us is that when they do that, we can also take a portion of that stream that is not in the DCA position and generate yield. So currently, we are generating yield with Aave, and also we have a giving component.
So we mentioned earlier the give back. We also want to build community around this. So we do have 2 different types of NFT tracks. The first one is more about the investment and engaging with the actual site itself. So here at the top you see seeds. For Super Seed, you would be getting seeds that you would be earning for different actions, for investing, for saving, and then you could burn them for different versions and levels. We also have, on the next slide, we have the special edition giving NFTs. This one is my favorite. Eternal Optimist is public good. Growing is open source. Community is choice. So we wanted to give people an option to give back to the public good in general. We also wanted people to give them the option to give back to the Web3 community. So that would be Gitcoin grants for now. And then we also wanted the community to be able to choose. The cool thing about this thing is that depending on what level you have, so say you decide you're going to just do the minimum 2%, that's fine, you'll get a badge. There's different levels of badges. So if you decide to give 5%, 10%, 100%, you're not giving the basic revenue that you have, you're giving the profit, right? So you're not losing anything, you still have what you put in. We're gonna have different levels of this, and as a platform, we're gonna profit share back to the people who are giving the most. So we're putting our money where our mouth is too.
Yes, and this is our full tech stack. We would love to see how these protocols can help us grow our project. And this is our team. we would like to give a thank you to ETH. Oh! We want to give a shout out and thank you to Blue DAO and ETH Global for having us, and thank you.
Amazing. All right, next up is Kuwaiti Network. Please welcome Kuwaiti Network team on stage.
Okay, hello everyone. I would like to present to Kuwaiti. This dream belongs to all the Web3 developers that are here. We built Web3 platform for Web3 devs to solve Web3 issues. We are trying to unite all the Web3 devs in Latin America. We started from Argentina. We are going to Brazil, and we are here in Colombia, so welcome. And this is the troubles that we are finding in our community. Here in Hackathon, we validated, like, Web3 devs are burning out our enterprise because they are the only ones on the enterprise, are a lot of responsibilities. And even in their own projects, are taking in their projects due to their beginning profile, and even if you are trying to develop your skills, you are facing very, very advanced code. So you, in some cases, you need help. And that is our solution related with, because when you ask it for solutions and solve leads, the leads, maybe it's understandable. It's pushing on for all the sites, all the channels, 100, 1,000 of GMs. So at the end, it's very difficult. But I meet a lot of people here in Hackathon, and they are very, very nice people. And I don't like it that they can be misunderstood. So our solution for this problem is a decentralized network, a social network with Web3 devs where they can interact between them to resolve high priority Web3 issues and related with codes. And for this, we propose earn, help, and sorry, help and earn. Don't forget it, because that is kind of incentive or permanent incentive in our protocol. So the validator, I explained it here fastly, like make a post, we call it a Cody, like with all requirements and conditions, and some another developer experimented with knowledge will participate to solve it. If the issuer wants to give some huge, we call it like, not call it a bounty if you want, but we prefer to say like a huge. So I find the answer, I create an asset of value, an NFT, that at the end is the problem solved, yeah, check it, but at the end this could be shared for the community, for all the Web3 devs community, because there is some another Web3 devs that can make the recall, and also the incentives could be still working on with collectives, with comments, with likes. At the end, it's a social network for devs and building with devs. So also a global reputation score is more than you participate, more you give, more the puntation you are leading to in a scoreboard. So firstly, I will show you how it works, please. Like you can see here, like you will stand, you search for the trouble that you are facing now. You can see, okay, this is related as topics. I can share there is two kind of connections with your wallet or without your wallet. Without your wallet, you can just taking off. Okay, I want to see the categories, which coming are, which topics are. You can categorize it with each topic through protocols or categories or kind of interested that you need. But if you want to get a complete experience, you connect your wallet, Metamask or whatever that you own, and then it allows you to participate in a collective way, like more participate, like getting like a incentive or creating more dynamic societies between you. Like here is an example. I found this trouble. I have the answer. I write the code, and at the end I submit it. Like, okay, I get the reward if it's available, and I can continue. Like for example, here I can just write the code. Also, it's possible like putting a photograph of your code and solving the problem of the community, because at the end solves one problem, but solves permanently a problem for all the community that can cause whatever that they want. At the end, we want to say that this is a public good. Like this is knowledge for all, for develop more and more the community of Web3 devs in Latin America. And at the end, we are facing the same troubles. I think that here we share a lot of difficulties facing this change. We love this change, but we need to help between us. Can you go ahead with the next, please? So yeah, we develop an app web and even also an application for the mobile. If you want to get some, that is our roadmap even too. In hackathon, we find a lot of features that we developed. I just mentioned it here to you. And we started from a piece of paper, and we built a dream. And thank you very much for your time. And let's build a wider, stronger, and united Web3 devs community. So thank you. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Congratulations. All right, next up we have Zipline, but before they go on, I just want to make a quick note that the Super Seed demo we just saw ran into Wi-Fi issues, so you couldn't see a real demo, but if you go to the ETH Global Showcase, you can see the whole website and try it out live on chain. So with that, let's welcome Zipline.
Hello, everybody. My name is Eric, and I'm a research engineer at ChainSafe.
My name is Willem. I'm also a research engineer at ChainSafe.
And my name is Cayman. I write code at ChainSafe.
Woo, woo, woo! So yeah, this weekend we built a project called Zipline, and it's a trustless ETH2 to EVM bridge that does not employ too much cryptography. So bridges today, they're mostly multi-sig based, which means it's a small permission set of relayers that detect and relay events between two different chains. They're currently mostly like application specific, so we see a lot of token bridges like ERC20s, and they're high trust and low security. I think we've heard a lot about all the hacks that are going on. And so we can spend all day shit talking bridges, but I think to build better bridges, we want to like lay down the exact properties that we want. So we want trustless, which means that information that's being passed between chains can be verified to be correct. We want permissionless, which means anybody can be a relayer. And that's really great because we can have more decentralized systems or more decentralized bridges, which means we have better liveness. And then we also want generic messaging. So like I said before, they're mostly token bridges nowadays, but we want to build much more cool like cross-chain apps, like games and all that. So proof of consensus. The ability to verify consensus of another chain is very important. So it's a new idea from, I think, Succinct Labs recently. So an example of being able to do this is to verify Ethereum's Casper finality gadget. But unfortunately, this requires a lot of computation. So verifying, BLS signatures, committee rotations, etc. And that's really hard to do on the EVM or any other constraint environment, except for Substrate. They can do it.
Luckily, Ethereum has a light client protocol, which makes this a little bit easier. It's a protocol that limits the bandwidth and computation necessary to stay synced to the chain in a semi-trustless way or trustless way. So basically, at a high level, we create subsets of validators called sync committees. They sign over every single block, and they're in this committee for a single period, which is roughly a day. And you have a 1 day look ahead. So the sync protocol basically allows you to sync period to period, which is basically day to day. And it works by basically verifying a signature over this block header in this period. And then you get a proof all the way to the next committee, which allows you to then verify the next periods. And even then, it's probably still too much work to do on chain. So people are now using snarks to basically prove that this logic was computed. And then they submit the snark on chain. And there are a few teams that are currently doing this.
All right, so what we wanted to investigate in this hackathon is if instead of using snarks, which kind of come with their own problems and can be expensive to execute on chain, if we could use fault proofs to kind of get the same result. And so like a fault proof, instead of like a validity proof, like a snark, which can like prove that you did some computation, a fault proof allows another actor to prove that you did not execute a computation correctly. And if you set up the incentives right, you can have it so that people are always watching you and looking out for your faults. This is exactly how like optimistic rollups work. Like, so we know that it works. So what we came up with is Zipline, which is fault proofs, which we took from Optimism Canon, and the ETH2 Lite client. And that allows us to do proof of consensus with the execution off-chain and fault proof kind of verification of that execution on-chain. So the way it works is relayers are submitting these like sync updates. These just get put in call data so that they're like available later. Off-chain code verifies the transitions between sync updates as valid, and a watch is constantly watching to make sure that the relayers are honest. And we get some cool properties if you make a bridge this way. So in the happy case, there's no on-chain execution basically in the no fraud case. All it's doing is like putting payloads into call data. There's minimal storage, like you just need like 2 hashes every 27 hours. So it's cheap in that way as well. And yeah, it's permissionless. Anyone can relay the updates and it stays synced to the finalized chain. And that's exactly time. Cool. So this was a blast to work on. And yeah, if you're interested, we've got a blog post coming out really soon. And yeah, check us out on Twitter. And thanks for listening.
Awesome. Next up, we have Anonymous Vickery Chain auctions on chain, or Victory auctions on chain. So please welcome Victory auctions teams on stage.
If you've heard of NFT auctions or vault liquidations, then surely you've seen a first price auction on chain, in which bidders place bids on a certain asset that they want, and people on chain just accept the highest one. However, this is not optimal at all. In market design and game theory, it turns out that an auction called the Vickrey-Clark-Groves mechanism, or the second price auction, is actually the correct optimal way to do this type of auction. And what happens is, instead of the first place winner paying the first price, the first place winner pays the second person's price. And it turns out this small modification actually leads this mechanism to be both truthful, meaning that bidders are incentivized to bid what they actually value that item at, and optimal price discovery for the seller, who will actually often discover higher prices than they would have otherwise because their bidders are acting more honestly instead of conservatively. Now, one would ask, if this is a strictly more optimal mechanism, why haven't we been using this all along? Why is the whole space defaulted to first price auctions? And the answer is that there are two slightly difficult things with these VCG auctions. One is that it requires secret bids. That is, if all your bids are public, like they are in an NFT auction or a vault liquidation, it defeats the whole purpose of the second price auction because people can game where they are in the list of prices and also coordinate off-chain with other people to manipulate these prices. And so one way you can avoid secret bids, and there's some constructions that do this, is to use ZK. But this isn't sufficient because we also want a second property, which is we don't even want to know who is participating in the auction. If we know who is participating in the auction, we can calculate the maximum ETH in their account, and we know the maximum ETH that can be possibly bid by other people, and we know the minimum amount that we would have to bid to win it. And so we would be able to manipulate it if we even knew the people who were participating. So is there a way to get both secret bids and anonymous participation? And so we came up with Vickrey.xyz, private second price auctions on chain. I'm Ayush.
I'm Untitled.
And I'm Philip.
And 0xNGMI helped us come up with a lot of this construction as well. So big kudos, and we have it deployed on a bunch of test nets here. So how exactly do we do this? One way that we do this is we exploit the create2 opcode in ETH. The way the create2 opcode works is it allows you to deploy a deterministic contract at an address. And the way this address is calculated is it's roughly a hash of your address, a salt, which you can keep secret, and the hash of the bytecode. Now, the normal way people use create2 is they plan to deploy their contract at some point in time. They deploy their contract to that hash that they know in advance, and they start using it. But it turns out we can do a slightly different thing with this opcode, where instead we send the ETH to this opcode ahead of time without deploying the contract. So it looks like, for instance, auction 1 bidder A is just sending to an externally owned account. And then later on, when they actually want to interact with the auction, they can just reveal this create2 hash and create that contract. But from the perspective of everyone watching the chain, it just seems like an account has sent some ETH to another account. This means that the person who is actually bidding on the auction, in this case bidder A, would blend in with every other EOA sending ETH to any other empty EOA on chain. Also the other bidders in the auction, like bidder B, and also every bidder in every other auction happening at the same time. There's no way to tell these apart which auction they are bidding on or how much they are bidding. You'll notice that you actually send the amounts of ETH, and you might think that this would leak the amount of ETH that they're actually bidding. However, because the create2 hash includes a salt, we can actually put the real amount of ETH that they are bidding inside this salt, and then verify this later, thus masking the actual amount that they're bidding. So then in the reveal phase, all we have to do is actually generate these create2 accounts. So actually deploy the addresses and reveal the numbers that we use to generate those accounts, at which point the ETH will be withdrawable. Now, you might ask, why can't someone just game the system? Why can't they just send the ETH, and then if they actually decide they don't want to participate in the auction, they just take out their ETH secretly? And the reason is, the way create2 opcode works is you generate the public key of the contract and the address of the contract, but you don't know the private key of the contract. So until you deploy this create2 opcode, you actually have no way of getting your ETH back, meaning you have to reveal if you want to get your money back. Now, this is almost correct, but there's one key missing step, which is that what happens if you bid after the reveal phase has started? So everyone bids, the reveal phase begins, people are, have to stop bidding, but you decide that, oh, let me look at some of these bids, and then I'll bid a little bit, and then I'll reveal later so I have some extra information. It turns out that the original create2 protocol has no way of preventing this. So what you have to do is when the reveal period begins, your auction contract takes a snapshot of the block hash at that point in time. Then you do a Merkle-Patricia trie proof of the storage of that contract. Now, the Merkle-Patricia trie is a storage that Ethereum uses to store all of the data. You can imagine it's like a Merkle tree where you can just verify a path to some data, and that'll verify that that data actually exists. Finally, once the reveal period is finished, you can withdraw the asset, and the auction contract will pay out the correct amount, as well as the asset. So you'll notice the highest bidder paid the second highest amount.
So we have the flows here, but the time has run out. Can I still go through?
60 seconds.
Yeah. Okay. So a user would create an auction like this. They would select an NFT and enter how long they want their auction to last. Then the auction gets displayed in this list like this. And then when somebody wants to bid on the auction, they can place a hidden bid using the create to transfer. And then after the bidding period ends, they can choose to reveal their bids where a winner is calculated, and then they can claim the NFT if they won, or they can withdraw the bid if they didn't. And then the auction creator can withdraw the highest bid.
All right, now just a quick screenshot of all the code, because obviously everybody's going to read it. So we have here some fancy assembly with it to like optimize the gas a little bit and use this new language called Huff. But anyway, there's no time, so we won't go into that. And then here you can scan the QR code and get to the actual site. And I quickly want to say thanks to the Knot Fellows and all our sponsors who organized the Hacker House Wrap. And then we'll move to the quick live demo in the last few seconds we have. All right, turns out we can't exit the slide, so we definitely have more than screenshots, like absolutely. It's all right, thanks for listening, and to better NFT prices in the future. Thanks.
You can go to the website and try it out.
All right, thank you so much. Next up, we have Team Discrete. Please welcome Discrete on stage.
Hello, everybody. Okay, let me ask you a quick question right now. Have you ever been in the situation when you don't want anybody to know what you're doing right now? Either in the blockchain or in the real life, we don't need people following our steps all the time. So if you ever felt like this, then Discrete is a perfect tool for you. Powered by Aztec ZK rollups, we ensure full privacy for NFTs. But shh, you gotta be discreet. Okay, so basically we're 5 guys that met on Friday, and we all believe in the importance of privacy on NFTs. So with this project, we are committed with hiding our privacy and yours too.
So what did we build? We built a zero-knowledge ZK privacy layer for NFTs. This allows you to privately purchase and hold your NFTs. How does it work? All right, so users log on to Aztec Network. That user then would mint an NFT. That NFT is being minted on ETH mainnet via our ZK bridge. That NFT is then sent to the Aztec ZK rollup contract. And then on Aztec, each user would receive a virtual asset representing that, a ZK NFT. That user on Aztec can redeem that ZK NFT onto mainnet whenever they want. On Ethereum, you'll see that someone on Aztec Network has minted that NFT, but you're not able to see who. We're enabling private minting and owning of NFTs. To prove this out, we actually built an entire NFT drop, obviously. So yeah, skunks.
Skunks? 500 zorrillos, 500 skunks. Look at them. Look at them. They all have the swag. They're wearing the Aztec swag. They have the Nouns glasses. And yeah, I mean, we all know that skunks always leave stinky smells behind their tails. But thanks to Aztec, they won't leave any trail anymore.
Okay, does this
So
work?
yeah, that's a demo video.
Yeah. Does this work? Okay, cool.
Not video.
So
I'll walk you through a quick demo. This is actually going to deploy, mint an NFT on Aztec. First, we connect to Aztec and give it a few seconds. Next, we connect our wallet. Initialize, create a spending key, and mint an NFT. And this randomly selects an NFT, and it's minted privately.
Woo!
So how it's made, there's 3 key pieces. The most important is the zero knowledge bridge for the NFTs, which allows you to shield the ownership of the NFTs. On the front end that Roy just demoed, we use the Aztec zero knowledge SDK. And we also have the Skunk NFT contract. And I guess what's important about our project is we created the first NFT, I'm gonna walk over here, created the first NFT bridge for Aztec Network, which is also applicable for any NFT ERC 721 contracts on Ethereum. So if you have any NFTs on Ethereum that are ERC 721, you can enable privacy using our protocol.
All right, so privacy is important. We know that. Full disclosure, we're all like very not well slept and probably pretty stinky like these skunks. But we sat down and we ideated some of the potential use cases for private NFTs. The first one that comes to mind is smart money or art collectors that want to acquire NFTs without this necessarily being public data. They can do that, preventing on-chain snooping. You think about event or ticket NFTs, you can have this NFT without associating your person with that particular location. And then membership NFTs is this broad category, but we're kind of thinking about those membership NFTs that you would prefer to keep private. The key here is that you're only exposing NFTs that you want to expose and you're keeping the rest private. In the future, so where do we want to go with this? Teasing out the idea of proof of user ZK NFTs without revealing the type or the amounts. A marketplace for the ZK NFTs so you can transact completely on Aztec, trading amongst each other. And eventually an integration with OpenSea or other popular NFT marketplaces to allow ZK purchases of any Ethereum-based NFT. Just wanted to say thank you to ETH Global. Look at this, 4 seconds. We freaking nailed it with 5 minutes, but great hackathon. We really enjoyed it. And thank you so much from Discreet.
Amazing. All right, 2 more demos to go, and then we get to prizes. So without further ado, let's welcome Clubspace.
All right, hello friends. My name is Carlos. My teammates are Lucas and Nathan. This is Clubspace, a live listening experience for all Lens friends. If you want to have an image in mind, just imagine Twitter Spaces, but with music NFTs. And instead of Twitter auth, we're using Lens. So the core components of the project, right? So music NFTs, obviously. We have real-time interactions between Lens profiles. We have P2P pub sub integration for that. And participation is kept private and rewarded. So while you're at the party, everyone knows you're at the party. You're all having a great time. You're bumping music. But when you leave, it's all ephemeral. And for you to essentially have a reward, you can submit a ZK proof. So just to go a little bit deeper, right? So we imagine this is a way for creators to market their content. So creators host this party, invite their friends, and yeah, reward anyone that shows up. Cool. We worked hard on that. All right, so yeah, gonna go ahead and log in with Lens. Sweet. Gonna load a playlist from Spinamp. This is a decent contract that I deployed on their GUI. And I'm gonna go ahead and create a post. So join now, fam. As for the goodie, it's something that's it's an NFT that's going to be minted to anyone that shows up and can, you know, privately attest the fact that they were there. yeah, go ahead and create the party. So yeah, this is doing a couple things. It's going to submit the metadata to IPFS, and then it's going to go ahead and submit the transaction to create the post on Lens. We'd love to integrate the Lens API, but short on time. And yeah, I mean, it's going to have, it's going to do a couple things. It also is going to create a group on our semaphore contract. So that's how we attest to the, to the proofs. And yep, submit a couple things. We're going to index it, and we'll be able to show you a live party. So there's going to be a URL shown pretty soon. We suggest you go to the actual website right now if you want. We suggest also Metamask browser and connect your wallet. Then there will be a live URL that you can share with your friends. It'll be automatically on Lenster, right? So if I go over here, boom, right? Socialize it, have fun. So a couple things are happening here under the hood. We're connecting to the channel that we created, or the stream technically. We created through Streamer Network. We're pulling the historical events. We emit like 3 types, each with their own payload, right? So join, leave, reaction. Eventually it's gonna load. We've struggled a little bit. I can see that some things are happening. Of course, we've exceeded some rate limit, but I can probably try to refresh. Try it again. Worst case, I do have a screenshot for how it looks. Let's try one last time. We have a sick playlist lined up, and we'd love to show you. That's how we plug this thing in. Okay, I have another browser. Third time's a charm, huh? I wonder if we just destroyed the stream, if anyone else is trying to connect. Because we struggled with the 3 of us. So we'll see what happens. Worst case, we have a screenshot. We're going to move on. Bummer. That's what it would have looked like. Imagine music playing. You can send reactions. It's sick. The music is really good. We have Chaos on there. They're a dope band. You should check them out.
All right, for the final part of the project, once you've been to the party, we collect an impression that you were there, and we save it off-chain in a private store that only your wallet address can access. When you go to the claims page after the party, then we'll pull all of the group IDs off the contract, match the ones that you went to, and then we'll let you claim your reward. This will generate a ZK proof client side, and then you can send that and you'll get your goodie bag delivered to your address. And this is Club Space. This is Little Buddy, and thank you so much.
Awesome. All right, and with that, our 12th and last finalist demo of the day. Please welcome TXN.XYZ.
Well, hello, everyone. I'm Dawson, and today I'm going to tell you about transaction.xyz. So this is a real URL that you can go visit and use after this, and I'm about to change the way that you use Web3. So what is transaction.xyz? It's a dedicated transaction page for sending transactions. But what this means is that as a front-end developer, you never need to use ethers, and you never need to use Web3.js again. Because you can URL encode all of your transaction data and pop open the transaction.xyz link. So let me show you an example. I've got 3 examples here. There's claiming an airdrop, which is a very complex transaction with nested arrays. We've got approving a DAI transaction, and we've got transferring DAI. So what happens here when you click claim airdrop, it pops open this URL, which I could send to all of you, and you could open this exact same thing, and you'd get the exact same experience, which is an immediate transfer request, or immediate transaction request for the claim function on the real production smart contract. And like I said, it's live and it works today at this URL. So this is an example of the most complex of the transactions out of the examples here. but there's also, like I said, approving DAI and transferring DAI. So I've pitched you now, like you could replace ethers, but you know, why would you, right? You're just going to replace it with a new API, like the transaction XYZ API. Well, there's some huge advantages, which is that pulling in ethers like Rainbow Kit, like pulling in ethers and Rainbow Kit and some of these tools we all use to connect, it takes about 250 kilobytes. And I don't know if any of you had lightning fast internet this entire weekend, like I did, but having way faster page loads makes a huge difference. A recent study found that 1 second slower page loads leads to 10% user drop off. So why not delay the loading of these libraries until the moment you need to sign the transaction? So that's one for like the nerds who like to optimize their bundle. But I've got even more for you. If you're a backend developer, you can now open up and execute transactions without ever saving your private keys in your scripts. Because from your backend, you can pop open the browser and just click the approve function. It keeps your private keys in the place we already know is safe and secure that we love, whether that be Metamask or whatever browser wallet you use, or desktop wallet that you use, or mobile wallet that you use. It's been tested as well on Rainbow Mobile and everything else. So I told you 2 of the 3 examples just now. The last one that I think could get super creative is recurring events. Let's say once a month you want to farm your DeFi yields. You want to like gather your yields. It's one claim or a similar type of function call. You can actually save that in your Google Calendar or save that in a cron job and pop it open in your browser once a month and just click approve. So it cuts down and saves time, improves security, improves page load speeds. And for Web3 to go across the whole world, we have to make our web pages faster. So that was the original motivation here. And I kind of stumbled upon these other use cases. But originally, the goal is just really fast page loads, because in Web3, we should all be able to access it no matter where you are in the world. Thank you for your time.
All right. Please give a big round of applause for all 12 of our finalists one more time. I know everybody's tired. I'm going to try to end this soon. Don't worry. It's because it's switching between both internet, from Ethernet and Wi-Fi. Aha. Yay. All right, well, these are our 12 finalists. And for all of you, if you want to get more details on each of these teams or any of these teams, or also the 200 plus teams that did not come on stage, you can go to ETHBogotá.com/showcase and see a list of everything that came out of this event. All right, now on to the stuff that I know a lot of you have been waiting for, our partner prizes. And before we do that, I gotta make sure I'm prepped. Now my body's ready. $500,000 in prizes. So let's get right into it. First up, Optimism. For the Developer Infrastructure and Tooling Prize, Zipline, Shrimp Farms, and EIP 3074 get $2,500 each. For the Governance and Community Infrastructure category, Gates.WTF, GiftFire, and EIP 4844B Blobscan get $2,500 each. Please give all 6 of these teams a big round of applause. For the NFT and gaming category, Vickery Auction and DAppStop will take in $2,500 each. And 3Create, Transaction.xyz, Porton Wallet, DK Trading, Bloom, Credible Anonymous, Whistleblowers, P2P, NFT, Regens, GoGas, and Mention are the top 10 teams that are going to be receiving $250 each. Congratulations to all of these teams. Next up is WorldCoin. The best overall hack on WorldCoin goes to Iris-bound tokens. The best social app takes in $3,000 for Gates.WTF, and World ID at Mina takes the most creative use prize for $3,000. Congratulations to all 3 of these teams. And then Good Stake, Commit, and Trustpilot get honorable mentions of $1,000 each, and GiftFire, Virtual Study Groups app, Chalkboard, I Am Self-Sovereign, ZKID, Purim Earth 3, ZK Zigzag, Freelancers, and Tap Context are the 9 teams that are going to be splitting $7,000 equally. Congratulations. Next up, IPFS and Filecoin. The best use of NFT storage and Web3 storage goes to Discrete and Regents, who are going to be receiving $3,000 each in Filecoin tokens. And the best use of Bacalhau with data on IPFS goes to Goldberg Calculator for $3,000 in Filecoin tokens. And these top 20 teams, which I'm not going to say, are going to be receiving $500 each in Filecoin tokens. So congratulations to all of these teams. And I know this gets way harder for me on the next slides. Polygon, the best local LATAM public schools ReFi project goes to Set on Stone Perpetual Motion Protocol 3 Create, and mini hackers are going to get $1,000 each. The best social bounty dApp on Lens Protocol, Bloom, Checky, Mesh on Lens, and Offchain are going to be taking $1,000 each. Congratulations to all 8 of these teams. The best use of Polygon ID goes to Pulp, ZM, Orchid Wallet, and ZK Vote, all going to be taking $1,000 each. And the best UX goes to Ensign, Dragon, Transaction.xyz, and DMuse, again taking $1,000 each. So congratulations to all 8 of you as well. And 53 teams are going to be splitting $4,000 in the pool prize. So let's hear some more noise for all 53 of these teams. On to Aztec. The best use of Aztec goes to Discrete and ZK Ships. They're going to be receiving $7,500 each. Sequi gets $5,000 for the second place, and Zenmo, Cyclone, and Nodar Papaya are going to be taking $1,000 each for the third place best use of Aztec protocol. Wallet Connect. For the V1 track, Giftfire will be the first place winner with $5,000. Eternal Reviews for $2,500 second place, and Humanoid Wallet for $1,250 third place. And for the V2 track, Secure will be taking in $5,000 for the first place, Superseed for $2,500, and 3 Create for $1,250 third place. Congratulations to all 6 of these teams. And AA giveaway, 2FA Wallet, Onboarding Friends, Chimney, Testament, and Smart Cow are the 5 teams that are going to be receiving $500 each. Web3 Auth. The best overall app goes to Nokadina for $7,000. The best use case and UX track goes to Snackfair for $3,000. And freelancers, CoConnect, Giftfire are going to be taking $1,000 each. Congratulations. Ssv Network. Friends takes in $8,000 for the first place. Garuda for $4,500. Eat Steak Together, $3,500 for third place. And Good Steak and Wealth3 are the 2 runner-ups taking in $2,000 each. Congratulations to 5 of these teams. On to Ethereum Foundation prizes. The best account abstraction hack goes to Soul Wallet for $2,500. Truth and Portland Wallet will be taking in $2,000 each for the abstraction hack. For the inclusion and tangible local impact category, Kosesha, Perpetual Motion Protocol are going to be taking $200 each, or $2,500 each, and Pulp will be the runner-up for $1,000. The best use of BLS wallet goes to BLS Snaps, and I think they're going to take 5,000. Or there's a missing comma. We'll find out. And the best semaphore protocol goes to Zmorph and Truth, taking $2,500 each. Congratulations to all of these teams. On to Scroll. Most innovative dApp that uses ZK EVM goes to Perpetual Motion Protocol for $2,500, and Zmorph will be the best ZK dApp on Scroll, taking $2,500 as well. Congratulations. On to AP Wine. For the wine connoisseur category, AP Winery and Slotify are the winners for $3,000 each in APW tokens. And for the wine scholar category prize, Nokadina is going to be taking $1,000 in APW tokens. Next up, we have Boba. The best use case of hybrid compute app will be going to Checkout DAO, Set on Stone, Chain Statements, and Dido, all taking in $1,000. So congratulations to all 4 of your teams. Cartesi. The best use goes to Formendi, Proof of Mentorship Protocol, and Terrarium for $2,000, $3,000, and $5,000 in reverse order. I should have said that earlier, but these are the 3 winners. Congratulations. Next up, we have Coinbase Cloud. A lot of winners for Coinbase Node. Black Belt, Unblocked Receipts, and Dragons are going to be taking in $882 each. Zigzag and Gaysa WTF will be taking in $529 each. Onboarding Friends, NF2U, Smart Cow Protocol, MEV NFT are going to be taking $353 each. and Twitch and P2P NFT are going to be taking $176 each. So congratulations to all of these amazing teams. And Gesa WF and Secure are also going to be taking the prize for the best Coinbase wallet integration, and these 16 teams are going to be receiving $207 each from the pool prize category. So congratulations to all these amazing teams. I need one with a lot of prizes so I can drink more water. ChainSafe. Z Tower takes in $1,000 for the best game using Web3 Unity. So congratulations to Z Tower. CowSwap. The most creative demo of using ERC 1271 goes to Curved Orders for $5,000, and Smart Cow Protocol will be the runner-up with $2,500. The most creative front end on top of Cow Protocol goes to DeFi Vista for $2,500 as well. Congratulations. Next up, we have ENS. For the grand prize, GiftFire takes in $2,500. Runner-ups are ENS Snap and Friends, who will be taking in $500 each. And I saw the signed category winners are GiftFire and Gates again for $500. And the Say My Name category prize goes to Unblock and Orchid for $500 each. And I get a break. 17 teams. I'll be going to be splitting $5,000 for the ENS pool prize category. Congratulations. Next up, we have Hyperlane. The best use of Hyperlane NFT category integration goes to ZipChain, and the best DeFi integration goes to Nokadina. So congratulations to both of these teams. They're going to be taking $3,000. Next up, we have Clayton. Arena Protocol is the champion $5,000 winner. DAOkeeper will be the runner-up for $3,000, and DAppStop is the second runner-up for $2,000. Congratulations to all three of these teams. LivePeer. BetStreams takes the first place $4,000 prize. The best ecosystem integration and metaverse implementation goes to the $1 billion homepage and Realmia for $2,000 each. And Audio.xyz gets in the best audio feature prize, and Proof of Mentorship gets the best video NFT SDK. So congratulations to all 5 of these teams. Metamask. The best Snap development prizes goes to ZK Nullifier Snap for $3,500, Black Belt for $2,500, and Account Mask for $1,500 for first, second, and third. And BLS Snaps, MyPFS, MEV NFT, and MetaBlast are the 4 runner-ups that are going to be receiving $500 each. That's a lot of MetaMask Snap integrations. Can't wait to see more. Mina Protocol. Best use of Mina goes to Private Multisig with $4,000, Medellin for $3,000, and Snarky Barras for $2,000. And for the pool prize category, NF2U, ZK Vaccination, Prevo, and Minato are going to be receiving $250 each. Congratulations to all 7 of these teams. Push Protocol. Set on Stone is the first place winner for the best Push Protocol integration, taking in $4,000. DAppStop, second place, $2,500, and CoConnect for $1,500. And then we have Checkout DAO, GiveFire, Superseed, ENS Snap, and the $1 billion homepage that are going to be receiving $400 each. Next up, we have Pocket Network. A lot of winners for Pocket Network. Black Belt is the first place winner for the best Pocket Network integration for blockchain data, $4,000 prize. Multi-chain RPC/VRF fetch is $2,500, and Nokadina for $1,000 each. And 31 teams are going to be splitting $2,500 for the Just Built pool prize using Pocket Network's data. Congratulations to all 34 of these teams. Next up, we have Streamer. The best use of Streamer goes to Club Space for $2,250. Audio.xyz is the second place winner with $1,250. Humanoid is a $1,000 winner, and Earth3 is the fourth place $500 prize recipient. And Hermes is the best data DAO winner, taking in $5,000. Congratulations to all 5 of these projects. Superfluid. The best overall project is the $1 billion homepage. They'll be receiving $3,000. Superseed is the second place integration. And the most innovative hack goes to Purim and Z Tower for $1,000 each. And the best NFT Superfluid hack is going to be Lend and Poe receiving $1,000 each. Congratulations to all of these amazing teams. And there's a pool prize with 16 teams as the winner. So all of these teams will be splitting in $1,000 equally. Next up is the graph. The best new subgraph goes to Commit for $2,200 and the $1 billion homepage for $800 prize. And the best use of existing subgraphs on the Graph Explorer integration goes to Gates.wtf for $1,500 and ENS Snap for runner-up $500. Congratulations to all 4 of these teams. Next up, we have Uma. Checky is the first place winner for $5,000. Pick to Pierre will be receiving $2,000 for second place. And Wayback ETH is the third place $1,000 recipient of the best Uma Optimistic Oracle integration. And then we have Autonomy. The best uploaded condition action goes to Boomerang and Slotify. They're going to be receiving $1,500 each and mutually covered for $1,000. The best general use of Autonomy is Max Awesome project name. Very meta. Congrats, Max. $1,000. Next up, we have Ceramic. The most innovative project goes to Gates.wtf. $3,000. Congratulations. Next up, we have Chainlink. Top 5 projects are going to be receiving $1,000 each. So congratulations to AP Winery, Book and Chain, Skywood, Snack Fair, and Trustless.inc. Then we have DGate. Skywood is the first place winner for the best DGate integration, $3,000. Secure will be taking in second place, $1,500, and GoEV is the third place, $500 winner. Congratulations. Next up, Gnosis Chain. The best use of Gnosis Chain goes to Zipline and Anonymous Victory Auctions on Chain for $1,500 each. Superseed and Wayback are the $750 each recipient for second place, and Pulp and Soul Wallet will be receiving $250 each. Lens Protocol. The best mobile UX goes to CoConnect, CoConnect, Mash on Lens, CoConnect. And the second place winner is Mash on Lens for $2,000. So congratulations for the best UX lens integration. Next up, we have Moonbeam. Nokadina is the first place winner for $2,500, and ZipChain will be receiving $1,000 for the second place runner-up. Quick note. Gates.wtf is the first place winner for $2,500. I got to check this project out. $1,500 goes to NFT MEV, and W2 Web2Web Chat is a third place $1,000 recipient for the Quick Note integration prize. Congratulations to all 3 of these teams. Next up, we have Ripio. The best use of Ripio SDK goes to Olympus Gaming for $3,000. Congratulations to Olympus Gaming. Next up, we have Uniswap Foundation prizes. Slip gets the top Uniswap project for $1,500. So congratulations to SLIP or Slip, or I'm sorry for butchering this. Then we have XMTP. XMTP winners are as follows. ZM is the first place winner for $2,500 for the best Web3 messaging app integration, Humanoid for $1,500, and $1,000 for Web3 coffee. And virtual study groups, SAP, Chalkboard, Greek, CoConnect, Terranium, and Web2Web Chat and Twitch are going to be receiving $100 each. This one is a typo. Yeah. But congratulations to all of these 9 teams for being the XMTP winners. And we have one more prize that we couldn't get in time because of the time we needed to review it. So for SISMA winners, they'll be announced on Discord. We'll get them to you in the next 48 hours, and we'll be also notifying every team what the prizes are directly on their showcase page. So right now, you will see all of your projects. In the next couple of days, you will see all the project prize winners or prizes show up on your project page and also on your dashboard. So we get this question all the time. We have to manually verify everything. So please do not email me today or tomorrow or before Thursday if you do not see your prize on the dashboard. It will be there, and once it's there, that means you are confirmed, and we will send the prizes to everybody. So congratulations to all of the people who just won $500,000. And on to the footnote. All of these are tentative, which means we will verify that you actually did everything this weekend and not something before. So this is why we need time to make everything perfectly available on your dashboard. And some pool prizes may change, which means that pool prizes are split equally between the recipients. So in case a recipient is added or removed, the amounts will fluctuate. So what you see now on the pool prize especially may not be the final amount. Everything will be distributed in the next 2 weeks. So October 21st is when you will receive all the prizes. So before we wrap things off and let everybody sleep, rest, or party, I want to say some thank yous and really take a time to really appreciate everybody that's made this event possible. There's a lot of people that are involved in making an event of this scale happen, especially all of you as hackers. I want a big and a huge thank you from me for all of you being here in this room, spending your weekend with us, building on things that you're excited about. This obviously would not be possible without you, so thank you so much to all of the hackers. Of course, all of our judges who simply were so generous with their time and gave so much amazing feedback. I want to thank all of you as our judges. All the mentors and volunteers that were here this entire weekend helping everybody succeed, please give them a big round of applause. All of our amazing speakers that did 30 talks and 30 workshops and 4 talks and made sure that you get to know everything that you want to know in this space. And hundreds of partners that are here in the background helping out, making sure that you have the best experience and you get to really not start anything from scratch and learn about what you can do and how you can be better at everything that you're trying to achieve. And of course, you may have seen him around. I want to give a big thank you to Chewy, who has been an incredible volunteer this entire time, made sure that everything is running as smoothly as possible, and Diego, another amazing scholar and volunteer. These two people deserve a massive shout out for really ensuring that things don't fall apart, because I cannot speak Spanish. And Shaka, who you also saw, helping out this entire weekend for making this entire weekend successful. And last but not least, I want to thank the ETH Global team that's been here running around in the background. You don't get to see them a lot in the front. I'm on stage, but I do the least amount of work. It's everybody here on the screen that is actually making sure you have the best experience here. So please give a massive shout out to Chloe, Kevin K, Kevin Ivan, Kree, Huichi, Minnie, Anna, Moaz, Luke, Emily, Andrew, and Jacob. Without them, none of these events will be as good as they are, and I would be a lot more stressed. So with that, let's get back to the finalists. 12 teams came on, and they demoed what they built. And we then talked about all the prizes for all the partners. And we didn't really come back to the finalists. If this is your first ETH Global event, you may not know this thing, but we do not like these things to be competitions. These events are a way for you to learn and understand and explore what you can experiment with. And as a result, we don't have a notion of first, second, third. We call these teams finalists because effectively they all are first place winners. And as part of being a finalist, every team member on the 12 teams that came in will be receiving 1,000 USDC from the ETH Global team. So a big congratulations to all of you for being an incredible finalist. And let's wrap this up. So before we all go, I want to take a quick group photo, and I got to have a final announcement. So what we'll do is just have all of us just stay here. We can do whatever with our hands, whatever. We'll get the camera crew come on and just take a group photo, and then we'll do 2 more slides, and then we can party. So let's get ready for a massive group photo. Yeah! All right. Last but not least, this would not be an ETH Global event without us telling you what happens next. We have 2 in-person events still remaining. So for those of you who want to join us in San Francisco, we'll see you all on November 4th for ETH San Francisco in Palace of Fine Arts. And then we're going to close off the year with running our biggest and Asia's biggest event ever in Bangalore, India, for ETH India on December 2nd. These are our 2 upcoming in-person events. We hope to see you at a lot of them, and obviously we're going to be releasing the next year's calendar very soon. All of this is on ETHBogotá.com. You can find out all the information, whether it's prizes, speakers, dates, schedule, anything you want to know. All of that is on ETHBogotá.com. And of course, don't forget to enjoy Devcon. The next 5 days are going to be amazing. I want to thank everybody from the Ethereum Foundation for also helping us ensure this event is successful and making this venue also possible. So with that, let's party outside with the Nouns DAO team, and that's the official after party. And thank you so much for being here. This concludes ETH Bogotá.